Hi, this is Andy Goodman with Recruiting and Coaching Solutions powered by Leaders Edge Training. And today I'm talking to my recruiting friends out there. And I want to show you a process to successfully affiliate a market share agent that you've spent a lot of time and energy creating a compelling future for them to join your brokerage. And it's really important that you have a process and you're very certain with the process and you present it in a way that shows them this is how we do things, because for them, they're experiencing a lot of uncertainty. You know, there's always that fear of change. They also have complications in their businesses such as active listings, pending listings, active buyers, and of course, always that big buyer or seller that pops up the minute that they leave your office, which causes them to really hesitate and rethink what they're doing at that point. So with the process, it creates this path for them to follow and it creates that certainty for them. But your delivery and getting them to have buy-in to follow the process is really the key. We discuss all of this in the Ultimate Playbook for recruiting and retaining real estate agents, which is available on Amazon at a very small cost and a large return on investment. So we outlined the steps for you. So let's get into the process. And first of all, you can set up your process by branding it such as a soft landing program, and you can set it up by saying, hey, this is a program I want to share with you. It's called our soft landing program that we do with all successful agents like yourself, and it minimizes the little pitfalls that can happen to get you over to our company, which is what you want to do. Matter of fact, step number one is confirming that they want to make the move. I know that assumptively you've had at this juncture of the conversation, they've indicated they want to make the move, but a lot of times if you don't confirm it, if you said to them, let me just confirm step number one, you want to make this move, and they say, yeah, it sounds good, or yeah, I think so, you know you got a problem right there. So you want to get that firm handshake. Yes, this is something they want to do if all things work out as per the process. And in that first step, once they do confirm, you want to pick a date for them to move their license, and you want to schedule an onboarding. And then the last thing to do in that first step is to get them to start the process to pull their contacts, download their database, and start to pull out of their company's system. Step number two would be to send an offer letter to them that outlines all of the terms and what you're giving them, and get them get an agreement on that with their signature. Sometimes you can type that up right on the spot, but if the key is that it has to come very quickly after you've agreed on the date. The third step would be to coach them through the conversation with their current clients. Their current clients, if they're buyers, it's not really that much of a challenge, but you do want them to tell their buyers, hey, look, I'm making a professional move at this point for the benefit of my customers. It's going to create a lot more opportunity for all my customers. As a buyer, you're not going to feel this change. You may just see a company change along the process, but it won't affect what we're doing. And for sellers, you got to sell it a little bit more. Most of the time, their clients are working with them because of them, not the company, but you still want to coach them through that conversation, make sure that they're strong enough to have that conversation with their seller, and tell them that they're making a professional move. It's for the benefit of their customers. They're going to have a lot more tools, and this is an exciting thing they're doing, and make sure that their sellers understand that. So you coach them through those conversations. And the key is, the further you put the date out, the more of these other new buyers and sellers are going to come. So there's no value to putting the date out very far. Matter of fact, if they say they want to affiliate, but they want to wait till next month because they want to wrap up business deals, then my question is, what happens when the new deals come? There's never a perfect time to make the jump. And if you follow the playbook along the process, that you've created massive leverage in your conversation. So that leverage is important, because when they want to hesitate and put things out, you're able to kind of dial it back to why they're doing this and what the gain's going to be for them and their family. The fourth step is to have them sign your independent contractors agreement, ICA, and they should be doing that prior to your onboarding. So you want to absolutely have them sign that ICA. Again, they have not talked to their broker at this point. So the fifth step would be to coach them through the conversation with their broker. And the big pitfall in this process is when they don't recognize they're independent contractors and they feel like they have to talk to their broker up front. So at this point, they haven't moved their license at this point. You want to get them to move their license and sign the ICA, generally at that 4th step, okay? And then the 5th step would be to go and tell their broker that they've made the move and coach them through the conversation, which is basically, hey, I appreciate everything you've done for me. I have to make this move. It's for me. I've made this move. It's for me and my family. I hope the door is always open. And at that point, it's completely downhill for them because they've already done all the steps. They've confirmed, they've onboarded, they've signed the offer letter, they know exactly what's happening, you know what's happening, and you have complete control every step of the way. That's the process. And again, we do coaching one-on-one on this through Leader's Edge and me. You can pick up the playbook. I'm here to help you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.